Shalom, this is Yahawah 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahawah, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. And Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. All right. So you got Esau looking into the secret places, man, looking into space, looking into what you call antimatter, right? Trying to create portals. And they they got these lasers now. I'm gonna get this real quick. All right, they got these damn lasers, or what they call the new quote unquote eye in the sky. What they call it for the new world order, the new technology, everything they doing, trying to make all things new. They trying to outdo. They trying to play like they're God, man. But check this out, the new eye in the sky, man. And you know they deal with that whole left-hand side Satan worship, where they deal with the all-seeing eye. But it just so happens, as I was looking at this picture before, right here, if you count the number of the eyes or the mirrors that are on this new James Webb telescope, it has 18 mirrors, which would be like an eye with, 3 times 6 is what? 16. 6, 6, 6, I know. So, all right. So now, with that being said, they're using this technology to look into, with discern, to look into the spirit, trying to look into the spirit realm with the God gene, and also with this with this telescope. All right, they're trying to look billions of light years away into other dimensions, and that's what this telescope can do. It can see all the way past what the eye can see, the natural eyes can see, and all the way into a little past infrared. They said, and infrared is not only heat, but it's also light. That's what I was saying years ago, but some people just didn't get it. That Esau is trying to find the Lord through the left-hand side, like science and all that. But the Lord said there's no secret that they can hide from thee because of technology. All right. All right. So now, this is the thing. The Lord deals with us, and He's going to give space to us in outer space in the spirit realm. We're going to have access straight to it. But I was saying before that Esau is trying to go through or get to the Most High, or see Him to the spirit realm, have access to it through their new technology. All right. So now I'm gonna read this. It says NASA's next space telescope, known as Webb. See that? A Webb. But then you got the new telescope, right? Known as Webb. All right, James Webb. That's what they call it. Because it's a new updated version or a new telescope to surpass the Hubble Space Telescope, which could not see into infrared. Or I'm gonna show you, man. I'm gonna play this video real quick, but they can actually see. They're trying to see into the spirit world, yeah, or to another dimension. It says, known as the Webb, will capture infrared. There you go, infrared light. Right, so infrared is not only light, it's actually heat, and it's not only heat, it's actually light. I said this years ago, man. You have white light, and then from white light you get something called friction, and then from that you get infrared, the heating up of that friction, which creates infrared or heat, and from heat, the hot, if you got some metal and it's hot, like red, it creates a light, and that's how you get light. All right, then different levels of light. You see that? different grades of light from that infrared transmitted from pure white light. All right. So now so it's come full circle that it's been proven that this is what Esau is trying to do. So I wasn't wrong years ago. Period. All right, and the point that I was trying to make. But anyway, it says here, it will capture infrared light from some of the first stars and galaxies, man. So it's seeing all the galaxies that the Lord made for us. And I put a scripture up with it the other day. I think it's in Matthew where it says, in my Father's house are many mansions, man. All right, and those mansions represent those planets and galaxies. And it's so many, it's overwhelming to see. It says from some of the first stars and galaxies which have never been seen before, man. So this has never been seen before. All right. For its orbit, 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, the observatory will also peer at the atmospheres of planets orbiting other stars, looking for hints of life. That's all they're looking for, just a hint of life. All right, so with that being said, let me get this point. All right, so I'm gonna play this video. It says James Webb telescope, space telescope, scientist breaks silence on it. All right, and now check this out. He's going to talk about how these new telescopes can actually possibly see into another dimension, which we know it to be spirit world. All right, so let's listen up. When he mentioned infrared, that's what he's talking about. Like I was saying years ago, when the Lord just showed me in a dream, like about infrared and how they were trying to look into the spirit world. All right. So check it out. Just listen.
Well, first and foremost, it tells us that JWST is performing better than the specifications. The images are incredibly sharp. They're really sensitive, and we're seeing not only things in the foreground, but all of these background galaxies. And so it's telling us that Webb is going to be a tremendous tool for...
Yo, look at all the galaxies, though. Look at all those galaxies, all those lights. Those are homes, man. Those are mansions that the Lord spoke of. In my Father's house are many mansions, man. All right? Within those galaxies as well.
Discovering lots of things about our universe. The images themselves contain some really cool information about things that are going on both relatively close to our own solar system and then things that are billions of light years away.
Boom. So it can see things close, and now this new telescope can see images and pull images from billions of light years away. All right.
And what we know that the Hubble and then the Webb now, they're quite different. Can you explain some of the differences that we're seeing?
Right, now he's going to break down the difference between the old Hubble space telescope that we were used to seeing. It would have had muddy looking colors, or you couldn't really see the detail. But now they have the infrared, so they can see details out there in space. So check it out.
Hubble is, they're both space telescopes. Hubble is an optical telescope. It sees mostly in the range of the human eye in terms of colors or wavelengths.
Right, so that's what we've been seeing every time they showed space. All right, dealing with wavelengths. All right, being able to see certain levels of light that we cannot see. It's certain levels of light that we cannot see. That's when you start tapping into the spirit realm.
Webb, on the other hand, goes from the sort of red part of what we would think of as the visible spectrum way out into the infrared, where light is, we think of it as heat rather than light, but it's really light.
Right.
is we think of it as heat rather than light, but it's really like the range of the human eye in terms of colors or wavelengths. Webb, on the other hand, goes from the sort of red part of what we would think of as the visible spectrum way out into the infrared, where light is, we think of it as heat rather than light, but it's really light. It just has longer wavelengths than what our human eye can see. And that, well, first and foremost, it tells us that JWST is performing.
All right, real quick. This is Daniel chapter 7 and 8. All right, because they're about to have a space war out there in space, man. And that's why they're putting all these satellites. They know the Lord is about to show up, and they're going to go to war with each other, and they're going to turn from fighting each other and try to fight Yahawah by Yahawah Shai and his angels. Daniel 7, and I'll start from 8. And I considered the horns, so he considered all those kingdoms, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. So America is that little horn. That's been lifted up to be made exalted, all right, like the whore, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, and that's talking about Britain, Spain, and France, all right, which helped to establish America with the American War of Independence. And behold, in this horn, so in America, right, were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. So they have a president, and they also have a lot of technology and surveillance. And now they got a new eye in the sky, as they say. All right. So this is all prophetic. And it says what? And I beheld till the thrones were cast down. See, this is now. And the Ancient of Days did sit, man. So could that be him? You never know. You know what I'm saying? We'll see in that day. But they caught something on this picture with that camera that they couldn't see before. Now they can see it. Whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So he's sitting on top of chariots. Or the chariots are around him, I mean. All right. Now it says, a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands and thousands ministered unto him, and thousands, 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set and the books were opened. So it's talking about Yahawah sitting on the throne and sending Yahawah Shai to do the judging. All right, so with that being said, let's get into the whole topic. What I wonder is, did this telescope capture a snapshot of an angel or of Yahawah? All right. This is the picture that you see on the screen right now. This was from the Hubble space scope. All right. It couldn't see no detail or anything. It would just see like what you see right here. But now with this new camera, new technology, they can see in what would we call into these objects, meaning like see if the details of them. Right? So with that, let me play it, and you tell me. All right, let me zoom in a little bit. That's what they saw in the telescope. I don't know what you see. All right. Now, could this be an angel? Hey, you know, I don't mind being wrong. I can't get this thing to go. Sheesh. Really? All right. Yeah, look at that for a second, man. All right, here goes a zoomed in version of it. Look at that detail. Could this be the Most High? Look how big the stars are compared to him. All right. You tell me. You can leave a comment, man, you know. But to me, this looks like a mitri, or what you call that? A mantle right here. You can see the aura around the body. Like an arm is out, sitting on on a throne of a chair. The body here, and like the arm going down this way right here. The beard, nose, cheeks, mouth, hair, fro, the ears. It's like, yo, hey, I don't know, man. You know, I'm just saying. I caught this, I saw this, and it just seemed to match up with scripture. Now let's get some scriptures. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 26. And above the firmament, so this is outside of the firmament. All right, the firmament has, I think, 7 layers to it, man. And Esau cannot get through the Earth's magnetic field. They cannot get through what's called the right, I think they call it the exosphere. All right, and it's like a solid glass or firmament around the Earth, man. Okay. And Esau can only go but so far, so they're sending their technology out there. Now check this out. It says here, let's get back to this precept. Ezekiel 1 and 26, and above the firmament that was over their heads, talking about the angels in Ezekiel's vision, was the likeness of a throne. So it's the likeness of a throne, man. All right. Now, if this is not the Most High in this picture that they caught, you know, it could definitely be an angel, right? But it's somebody. Could be Yahawah. But I'm just reading the scriptures, and this is what it says. Let's match it up. It says, and above the firmament that was over their heads was the likeness of a throne, as the appearance of sapphire stone. All right, and a sapphire stone is like a bluish, or some could say emerald too, you know. And upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man above upon it. Right? Look at that, man. So it could be him. You never know. Let's keep going. And I saw the color of what? Amber. I'm going to put that up on the screen in the post-edit. They saw the what? The color of amber. You know, it's a fitting color, isn't it? It looks just like the color of this picture from the space telescope. Amber, right? As the appearance of fire round about within it. You know? What was that? All right, so from the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward, I saw, as it were, the appearance of fire, and it had a brightness about it, man. You see that? That's that glow around him. Now, could this be Yahawah? Could be. You never know, man. But he said amber in color, and they don't fully have all the details. They you know, get this real quick. This is Job 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, man. So the Lord knows when he's going to bring Esau down. And we're in that time, man. And the Most High is sitting upon the throne. And we're in the time of judgment. It says, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, man. So in Esau's rulership and how far they can go out into the space, because the Lord said that as well. What's that? Obadiah. Let's get that real quick. Obadiah 1. And it says, Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, man. thinking that they can go into space or do like on Star Trek and their little movies that they came up with, their imaginations. Star Wars and all that. No. You know, their asses is grounded. They've been bad children. They're going to be stuck here on the earth. Other than that, they're going to go into the, they're going to be destroyed for their spirit to go out into the spirit world. All right. He said, the pride of thine heart, Esau, hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Even though they're not living amongst the caves anymore, they still have that caveman mindset, that beast mindset. So they still dwelling amongst the clefts of the rocks. Low-level individuals, all right, snakes, serpents, whose habitation is high. See, their rulership now is lifted up all the way into heaven. And we're in hell upon earth. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, man? Though, see, they're grounded. All the technology, the satellites, that junk, it's like nothing but junk out there in space. And the Lord gonna bring all of that down. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, that's their symbol, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, what they try to set up, satellites, space stations, and now they saying they want to go to the moon and reside out in space and send trips to the space and to catch a ride to the exosphere, the dude from damn Star Trek. All right. So it says, when they go to set their nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, man, saith Yahawah. And that really started in the 60s and 70s. All right, when they started sending up those satellites, and the Lord started sending his holy angels, and then the Lord also brought Abba Bivens upon the earth, all right, to return the hearts of the children to the fathers, and the hearts of the fathers to the children, and to prepare the way of the Lord, and also Revelations 11 and 8, or Revelations 11. You know, where the Lord breathed life into us, breath into us, we stand upon our feet, a great exceeding army, and one day Yahweh going to send them missiles, World War III, and then he's going to say, come up hither into the chariots. And those that get delivered, they're going to see the Most High, man. This is Matthews 5 and 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, man. They the ones that's, he said, in their mouth was found no guile. They were not defiled with women, meaning the philosophies of this world. So the pure in heart, in la'ab, in your mind. For they shall see Yahawah. They're going to see Yahawah B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. They're going to see Yahawah and why Yahweh Shai. All right. Why? Because once the elect get taken up, they're going to come down from Yahawah. All right, let me get this real quick. This is Revelations 21. And I saw, as it were, a new heaven and a new earth, right? It's going to be a new rulership upon this earth. As in heaven, so shall it be upon earth. All right? Israel's going to be exalted. For the first heaven is and the first earth were passed away. So Esau's rulership is about to pass away. It's passing away. And there was no more sea. All right? No more nations ruling around the world either. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, Rashalom, the elect of Israel that get taken up above the firmament. He says what? Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, man. So we're getting prepared and adorned for Yahweh Shai, all right? By Yahawah, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And I heard a great voice out of heaven. What's the lucky? That was the point. Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahawah out of heaven. See that? Prepared as a bride adorned for a husband. So those men that get taken up, that only ones that know the song of Yahawah by Hashem Yahweh Shai, they're going to have palms in their hand. They're going to be singing to the Lord, man. All right, so Yahawah's going to be right there to see it. And he's going to let us see him. All right, so I'm going to end it with this, man. This is Revelations 4:1. And it says, after this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet, talking with me, which said, come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit. See that? So, all right, so to be in the spirit world. And behold, a throne was set in heaven. There's a throne out there. And one sat on the throne. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper, man. All right, to be able to see the Most High, he would look like jasper, like a brown. Even though he's not in the flesh, he's a spirit, you know. Big difference. Yahawah carried that body from earth out into the heavens. But Yahawah is still a spirit. But he has an image. And this is what the scriptures say he looks like. And he that sat on the throne was to look upon like a jasper. So I'm like, yo, this looks like jasper right here. And a sardine stone. And looks like a sardine stone and emerald. Or not emerald, amber. And there was a rainbow round about the throne in sight like unto an emerald, man. All right. Now, am I saying worship this picture and shit? No. I'm saying the Most High is out there in the heavens, and he may have given us a glimpse into what we're about to see with with Esau's technology, showing us the heavens. I prepared many mansions for you, a place for you. And he said that's what he's been doing this whole time. That's where he's gone. That where he is, we can be there also, man. Be able to travel in and out of space, into the spirit world. All right, because flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven, and be able to be in the presence of Yahawah. We got to be perfect. All right, and that's what they're going to create us to be, perfect. So, and he that sat on the throne was to look upon like a jasper stone, and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne, man. All right, and in sight like unto an emerald. All right, like looking greenish, like Emerald City. All right, verse 5. And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunders and voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of Yahawah. All right, so let me get to this other point real quick. So yeah, it's like a sardine stone and a jasper stone, man. And it just so happened that both of those stones look just like this picture. So could it be? You know, the detail is not fully clear, but Esau put this up, man. You can see it on their video. Let me play it. All right, yeah, as I said, I was just looking at the pictures from the Webb telescope. And I knew it had 18 mirrors, so I was going to do a rebuke lesson on it anyway, dealing with the 666 and all that, and the eye in the sky. But as I'm looking at the pictures, I was like, all right, cool, let me think about abstract art, you know, and just see what the Lord trying to show us right now. And next thing you know, I see this dang picture like a mountain range in the background. This is how I saw it. And it was kind of like far away. I was like, hold up. So I zoomed in right here. I'm like, yo, what is this? What is all this? It's beautiful, man. Look at that out there. Clear picture. Sheesh. But then you got this just sitting here. It looks like a throne. It looks like somebody sitting on a throne, man. All right, so let's hear Esau talk about it. And they're going to show the picture. Watch this. And they're not even saying, like, yo, look at this image.
amazing to see. And even though we knew it was going to be bigger and clearer, we were going to see fainter and further light,
Look, there it
you know,
goes.
to see it with your own eyes is
Look. No coincidence that John looked like a man, a Jake with a beard and woolly hair, and looks serious, and he like he's sitting on the throne.
really amazing. That's the power of it, is seeing. You know, they say seeing is believing, and seeing just what it's brought in. Because especially as you said, you know, with these images that have been released, not only are we seeing them in infrared light, so this is light that the Hubble Space Telescope couldn't see, but because the Hubble Space Telescope has already seen these areas and viewed them, we can kind of directly compare how powerful it is, and it is really breathtaking.
Raggy. He sound like damn Scooby-Doo, didn't he? All right, I'm going to end it with this. Because the Lord said what? He appointed Esau's bounds that they could not pass, man. They're not going to be able to see and go and reach so far. Psalms 11 and everything that's revealed right now is really for the elect. So if they're showing us pictures of space, it's because the Lord wants us to see it. If they're showing us pictures and you mess around and see an angel in it, that's because the Lord wants us to see it. If you see a chariot or a UAP or whatever, it's because the Lord is revealing it to us right now, man. All right? So now whether this is the Most High or not, hey, you know, it is what it is. We'll see in that day. But this was inspiring to me to see this picture, and they zooming in out there, showing all kind of pictures of the galaxy, but then you see this. So it says here, Psalms 11 and 4, Yahawah is in his holy temple. Yahawah's throne is where? In heaven. All right, so his throne is out in another dimension. All right, some say out of space or further into space or billions of light years away or the third heaven or the fourth dimension. But now they found a camera that can possibly see into that fourth dimension or a different dimension. All right, Yahawah is in his holy temple. Yahawah's throne is in heaven. And his eyes, behold, his eyes try the children of men.